And on this video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest product from Nexar, their Nexar 1 Pro cloud-enabled dashcam. Now, a cloud-enabled dashcam is very different than a Wi-Fi enabled dashcam. On a Wi-Fi enabled dashcam, we can connect to the dashcam while we're in the car and basically in the vicinity of the dashcam's Wi-Fi. However, if you're trying to connect to it remotely, you won't be able to because the dashcam is not connected to the cloud. This is where a cloud-enabled dashcam comes in. Because this is connected to the cloud, now we can connect to the dashcam remotely. And on this video, I'm gonna walk you through the features of this dashcam as well as show you test drive footage both at day and at night so we can see how well it actually performs. And as always, I'd like to remind you that I place a link in the description down below to this dashcam in case you want to get one for yourself. And we'll start with probably one of the most interesting features of this dashcam, and that is the fact that it is modular. This is the main dashcam known as the Nexar 1, and it includes the connectivity module that allows this dashcam to be connected to the internet so we can remotely view that on our phone. And it is also available as the Nexar 1 Pro, which includes the cabin module. That way we have a front camera and also cabin video coverage. Also notice that the main unit does not include any kind of screen whatsoever, and that is because we're entirely meant to access this with our phone. However, they did give us a single button in the middle. And on the front we have the main camera, which does support adjusting the view angle, and I'll move this as far as it goes down so you can see the range of it, and as far as it goes up. And to mount the dashcam, they have included this magnetic mount, and man, this has quite a bit of force on there. And there is high-strength double-sided tape which I can peel back and then stick this to the windshield of my vehicle. Well, let's also take a look at the connectivity module that is included with the Nexar 1 package, and what's really interesting is how it attaches to the side of the unit. There is a magnetic cover over here that can be popped off, and then the connectivity module just simply attaches to the side of the unit and we are good to go. And for those of you that want to take the Nexar 1 to the next level, here is the Nexar 1 Pro package, which includes the cabin camera, and the cabin camera attaches to the side of the unit very similarly to the connectivity module. There is another side cover held in there magnetically, and then I can take the cabin camera and attach it to the side of the unit and I am good to go. And the cabin camera also has two additional features which are quite interesting. The very first one is that it supports adjusting the viewing angle, and I'll turn this so you can see the full range of it as far as it goes down, and I'll turn it as far as it goes up. And the cabin camera also supports through night vision, which should allow us to record in complete darkness. And now let's take a look at the power cable. And to power the unit, they have included the cigarette lighter adapter, which includes two USB ports so we can power the dashcam and we can power another device of our choice. And the power cable is roughly about 11.5 feet long, and it has a USB-C port. And the cable connects to the dashcam's mount via this USB-C port. And the Nexar can also be powered with the included OBD power kit, which can potentially supply power to the dashcam all the time and enable the Nexar connected special features, which I'll show you on this video. And the Nexar app is available for Apple and Android devices, and as you can see, it connects to the dashcam via a combination of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now it is live streaming the front view of the vehicle, and if I turn the phone around, it shows us that view in landscape view. Additionally, we can switch to the interior camera by pressing interior view over here, and here is the interior of the car. If you're trying to have a private conversation, if you don't want to have that recorded, you can temporarily mute the audio. You also have this SOS button, which is also interesting because that allows the dashcam to alert an emergency contact that you might have set on the app to notify them that, hey, there is something going on, check out my live stream. But also, double tapping on the image is automatically going to flag that section of the video as important. Perhaps you saw an accident, or you just want to be able to find that clip a lot easier in the future. It can do that by double tapping on the screen. You'll also notice that the app has been divided into 3 different sections: videos, drive, and more. Now in the drive section, you are shown what the status of the dashcam is, so we are currently recording. And if we wanted to see what the dashcam is currently seeing, we can hit that stream button and it returns us back to that live view. But also notice that because this is a cloud-enabled dashcam, it allows us to see the current location of the dashcam, and this is particularly helpful if you're away from the vehicle and we're trying to track the vehicle. Also, if we park the vehicle and we forgot where the vehicle was parked, we can tap in the upper right hand corner and it will show us the last location where the dashcam was located at, which is technically where your car should be at. Moving over to the videos tab, here's where you have a record of all the videos that are currently on the dashcam and the videos that are stored in the cloud. And notice if you look at the top video, that is the current video being recorded. But if you recall, I double tapped the screen and told the dashcam something special happened, I want to preserve that video. In addition to that video being stored in the dashcam, notice that there is a copy of that video currently being uploaded to the cloud for safekeeping. And to play back a video, I'm gonna tap on that video, and what the dashcam is gonna do is gonna load the video, but it's also gonna show us where that drive took place. Now to play back the actual video, I'm gonna tap that center button and the video begins to play back. Now I'm gonna pause that and you'll notice that this is the front view. If I wanted to see the video from the inside of the car, I can just slide over and this is the interior view, which I can also begin to play back. I'm gonna pause that. And if you wanted to see that in full screen view, we can also maximize it. I'm gonna tap that screen view, hit play, and then we can turn the phone around and see that in full landscape mode. But also notice that we are able to save a section of that video to the cloud for safekeeping. And remember, there is 2 copies of the video if you save to the cloud. You're gonna have a copy in the dashcam and another in the cloud. And here you can select what section of the video you wanna upload to the cloud and then upload it by touching Save Clip. You can also choose to delete a video by using the icon that's a trash can in the upper right hand corner. And if you wanted to delete multiple drives at the same time, you can use the select option for that and then put check marks on the drives that you want to delete and then touch the delete icon. Moving over to the last icon, which says more, here's where you can set things regarding your account, the dashcam configuration settings, and get help with the dashcam. But let's take a quick look at the account menu, and here's where you can set the emergency contacts that can be alerted in case you are involved in a collision. And that's convenient in case you want to have an automatic notice be sent. You can also adjust how much phone storage is going to be dedicated to you saving clips from the dashcam onto your phone. And finally, here's where you can manage your subscription, and I'll explain more about what the subscription features do in addition to the dashcam. The subscription is not required to use the dashcam, but it does enable a couple of special functions. Moving over to dashcams, here's where you can set the configuration settings for your dashcam. And for the Nexar one, the recording quality can be set to 1080p for the front camera, while the interior records at 720p, or we can set the front camera at 4K while the interior camera continues to record at 720p. And you can also customize the dashcam options via the app, including turning off or turning on the parking mode, the sounds that the dashcam is gonna emit, and also updating the dashcam. And now that I've shown you the main features of the app, let's move over to the driving test so we can see how well the dashcam actually performs, including the audio test. And this is an audio test of the Nexar 1 dashcam, and I am sitting on the driver's side seat. And this is an audio test of the Nexar 1 dashcam, and I'm standing outside the driver's side door. But now let's get to the details of the Nexar Connect subscription service. And Nexar has created a nice graphic which I'm gonna use to show you an overview of what the service includes. If you don't get the service, you can still use the dashcam. You're gonna get the following items which have a check mark on there, which is the cloud history and emergency notifications. However, you are not gonna be able to remotely connect to the dashcam and see live video from it, and specifically things like parking mode notifications. If somebody were to impact the vehicle while you're away from it, you won't know until you return to the car, and the dashcam at that point would alert your phone. If you do opt to get the Nexar Connect subscriptions, you can see all the check marks are checked off on here, because now we're gonna have the ability to remotely see video from the car, and we're also gonna get live parking notifications in case somebody were to impact the vehicle while you were away from it. Now they do include a 30-day trial with the dashcam, so you do get to try out and experience the Nexar Connect subscription to see if this is something that you really need, or you're gonna be okay with the basic cloud services and the basic systems of the dashcam, which I think for most people are gonna be more than enough. And the last thing to know is that there's still room for improvement in the app, and as you saw in the video, I was able to use the app to control the dashcam and see videos from it. However, there's a couple bugs here and there that could use some working out. For example, in my case, turning off parking mode was difficult. I had to toggle that several times until eventually the dashcam would accept it. Then I will come back to the car and parking mode was on again. And also the one that actually I think was big of an issue is the fact that, see, there it goes, parking mode was just enabled. Even though I have turned it off on the dashcam, right now it just got triggered. The second issue that I really struggled with is getting video from the dashcam down to my phone or my computer, because the way that the video is encoded on the dashcam is encrypted on the memory card. So it's not like I can remove the memory card and download it to my computer. So to get video out of this dashcam, I have to send it to the Nexar cloud, and then from the Nexar cloud, download it so I can share it as a file to another cloud-based service, which in my case is the Google Drive. And then from Google Drive, I can download it from that drive onto my computer. So there is a lot more steps to get videos out of this dashcam than on a normal dashcam when you can just pull the memory card out. Again, I think these are potential issues that can potentially be addressed with future app updates, and I let the Nexar team know about them, so hopefully we'll see them addressed on future revisions of that app. So remember, I place a link in the description down below to the Nexar dashcam in case you want to get one, and if you guys have any other questions regarding this, please put that in the comments down below. And if you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel, and stay tuned as I have a lot more dashcam reviews coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.